Hey, this is the World Advice Channel 2. What I want to talk about today is a topic of how will life be after Trump's presidency. So for this video, I'm going to explain in a realistic way what will happen after Trump serves his second term. Not unless anything dramatic happens, whether it could be he's assassinated or something, or it could be he decides he's going to stand for a third term or anything like that, that obviously would create chaos in America and could possibly result in war or something like that. We're just talking about for this scenario, what would happen if none of those things happen and just simply is no longer president after his second term. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So now I mentioned that, let's get started. So what would happen? Well, the simple answer to the question is there will still be political division. Okay, that is the honest truth of the matter. Simply put it. Okay, political division is something that has been created by various different factors. You know, whether it be Facebook, the news stations, or even just in general social media. But no matter what you look at it, to sum it up, it's definitely been created mainly by the media. Okay, the political divisions have gotten worse than it's ever been, and the truth of the matter is, to be quite blunt and honest with you, it's not going to get better anytime soon. The reason why I say that is because both sides answer your questions suck. Okay, even as someone like me who's left-leaning, the left, the modern left, the woke left, pretty much the 16 post era of left-wing versus pre-2016 era, of left-wing politics, are absolutely freaking horrible. Okay, the 2016 slash woke liberal type people are the absolute freaking worst, and they have just created a culture of being offended by everything. It's not even things like talking about topics like race. It's about things like being offended by literally everything, whether it could be the topic of things like, oh, you can't call someone this name, you can't call someone fat, you can't call someone ugly, you can't call someone retarded or any of that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking in my head, you got to be freaking kidding me. You're really telling me like this is a big issue? And that is the truth of the matter. They create a culture of like that, where you get offended by everything, even aside from things that don't really matter, whether it can be things like race, religion, or of course gender. They don't really pay attention. They don't even think about that. They get offended by everything, and they create a culture of not just being offended by everything, but they promote a political ideology like socialism slash communism that has proven to be a failure consistently. And let's not even get into fact, some of their beliefs and opinions on a lot of things, specifically when it comes to gun issues, because a lot of them are asking for a complete gun ban, or I should say a complete ban on guns. To be quite blunt and honest with you, like all that type of stuff, to be quite blunt and honest with you, those are all things that they are pushing, which just turns off a lot of people from mainstream society. And the conservatives, well, the thing that turns them off from a lot of people, of course, no surprise, the main thing, aside from things like environmental damage and a lot of other things, is just simply same thing, it's simple racism. So to sum it up, there's no side that really comes off as better than the other side. Both sides literally suck at ass now at this point. Okay, so as a result of that, there's obviously a lot of problems, a lot of drama, to be quite blunt and honest with you, as a result of it, because people can't make up their fucking mind. And this time they actually have a legitimate reason why they can't make up their mind, because both sides are simply ass. In honesty, it's like being a Native American and saying, which side do you want to pick? Do you want to pick the British or do you want to pick the French? Like, no matter what side you pick, you're fucked. It's in this situation that we're going for, it's no different. Okay, and that's the honest truth of the matter. To be quite blunt and honest with you, and that's the honest truth here. Okay, so to put it bluntly, political division is just going to get worse because both sides are terrible, in honesty. Okay, unlike like life in the past, where it's kind of like it was kind of as clear as day what the left stood for. The left stood for progress, making the world a better place, and the right was just like, okay, we're just simply in favor of keeping things the same, and of course being racist, specifically towards black people, like how it was in like the 1990s, even all the way up to the 2000s with the election of Barack Obama. It was as clear as day what was the better side of pick at that time, okay? For the most part, okay? To be honest with you, it was clearly obvious the right were not good and the left were the better option. Now let's you were one of those people, at the time that believed, there was some conspiracy theory, and which I wouldn't even go that much into. But to sum it up, if you were not a conspiracy theorist, to sum it up, everyone who used their brain would know Barack Obama and the left in general for that whole period of time was a better option than the right wing, who just were not only racist but were promoting wars and all this type of shit that we didn't really need. Like why were we still in Iraq and Afghanistan? For the longest time, for that time, that's what everyone was thinking, and that's honest truth here, to be quite blunt and honest with you. It sucked ass at the period of time. So in short, to answer your question, life was a lot simpler back then. It was much easier to pick. Now it's what side do you want to pick? Both sides suck ass now. Do we want to pick a side that might create a political might put in place a political ideology that is a failure and has consistently failed, or do I want to pick a side that's racist? And that's the problem people have nowadays. And the truth of the matter is, for that reason, that's created a lot of political alienation. And after Trump's elected, there's going to be more political division, more family members and friends who don't really interact with each other anymore. And it's going to continue to be political drama for a period of time. The right, we want a right leader, we want a left leader, all that stuff. Nothing really changes. The same old fucking shit. Nothing different. Nothing is going to really be all that better. And it's just pretty much a sign of a declining civilization, for the world we live in. Okay? That is honest truth. So in short, to answer your question, things are not going to get any better. To answer your question, I'm not saying there's not a slight possibility. I hate to sound like a pessimist. I'm definitely not a pessimist. But without any idea of like any major intervention, whether it's like me or just any sole person who just happens to come up as like a miracle for the world, there's not going to really be any change for that matter, to be quite honest. It's going to be the same old shit. There's going to be more political division. For a few years, the right's going to be more popular. For a few years, the left is going to be more popular. And it's just going to be a cycle that just really never ends. And it's pretty much a sign of the decline of the Western world and the rise of course, China. Okay? So in short, nothing's really going to happen. Okay? The damage that's been done politically by both the stupid left and, of course, the stupid woke, not the real authentic left. And, of course, no surprise, Donald Trump is still going to be there. Without Trump, it's not going to get any better. It's going to still suck, and there's still going to be more drama and more division and more chaos. I don't think there's anything that's really going to change for that matter, okay? I just can't see it anything different. So if there's any message for this video, not unless a miracle happen, chances are likely, things are going to continue to suck. Just enjoy your everyday to day life, because the world, ever since this new century started, has been a shit fest, and it's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse, and it's not going to get any better, and that's the honest truth. So in short, this is my video. If you want to know what would happen after Trump's presidency, I hope I answer your question. Even though it's a depressing topic, I hope you not only found it informative, but you found it interesting, because that's why obviously you click on the video. And simply put, all I've left to say is that if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And this is all I have to say. And simply put, I'm out. So bye.